That's a big one.
It is. Looks small on camera, but it's big, kind of.
Big in real life, and that's why we needed the hefty old snap-on engine stand, isn't it? Really. A bit more robust than these new modern ones, mate.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But you can't get them anymore. So, this be the Toyota 6-cylinder, 4-litre, what is it?
It's a Land Cruiser.
What's the engine code?
Oh, a 12HT.
That's the one, mate. And we've got it on the engine stand. And you've started stripping it, mate.
Yeah.
I did notice there was a fair amount of time involved in stripping the front end out.
Yeah, it's like timed up on gears, and they're all either quite tight. It was a bit of a pain getting the high pressure diesel pump off.
All right.
And then the front casing, because it was all so coated in crap, it's hard to see bolts and things you've not took off yet that you need to.
And the timing fairly straightforward?
Yeah, it's just marks on each gear and you just line them up from what I can see anyway.
Lovely jubbly, mate.
We'll find the proper data for when we put it back together.
So this engine, done the old back. Oh, looking forward to the 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
So this motor has not really got any inherent issue, has it,
No.
or problem?
Nothing wrong, it's just obviously sort of from the 1980s and leaking out of everywhere.
Yeah.
But running wise, they said it run fine, no smoke.
Yeah, so it's just a case of really just give it a freshen up.
Yeah.
Stop the oil leaks as best we can.
You can see on the side all that caked up old oil on there, so it's definitely been leaking.
Yeah. So I've managed to find, I mean, it's like anything. They do engine kits for these from various manufacturers, some better than others, I would say.
Yeah.
But from what I can see, a half decent engine kit, bear in mind we don't have to replace the liners, which is a good thing. And so we go for pistons, rings, gaskets, bearings, all the usual stuff, and that comes out getting on just under £1,000, which is fairly reasonable for something.
It's not bad really.
No. So we've given an estimate to the customer, got the go-ahead.
Cool.
So it's something a little bit different to the old Cosworths, mate, isn't it? So
I did notice with this, for an engine out of the 80s or late 80s or whenever it was, it's the way it's put together is like a modern engine.
Is it?
Yeah, it's so well put together. I mean, it's the main issue with stripping it was all the crap. I mean, and it's a little bit of an agricultural design.
Would this have started out like? Is this like a commercial?
I guess so. It's sort of like a truck engine, isn't it? But you can see all the bolts are plated and they all come undone lovely. It's not like the really old stuff where everything rounds off and
it looks like you just by the look of the caps and all this, the main caps, and it looks like a very modern motor for its time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really.
It's just Toyota for you, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just a little bit daunting when they come in the door and they're so big and heavy. You know, everything's heavy on it. It's a bit
very heavy.
Isn't it? What else
off the cuff today, isn't it?
Bit off the cuff today.
Don't really know what to.
Little bit end of the week. Little bit bank holiday Friday-ish, and it's 4:20. Focus RS. We've had the turbo back today from Turbo Performance. I always want to say CR turbos, but that I think is because that's what Vince used to be involved with, but I might be wrong. He'll probably bring me up Tuesday and correct me. You notice with these turbos, mate, they are a bit renowned for going belly up, apparently.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. So Vince said this thing was very tired. It was supposedly done, supposedly, when the customer bought the motor, but Vince said it's distinctly an original turbo. Got all the usual traits. Apparently, they wear quite badly on the actuator arm in there, get a bit of slack, and they don't hold boost, sort of. It doesn't hold the penny back there because obviously.
So it's not just the turbine and the.
No, the turbine. The turbine actually was very badly chipped and what have you.
I don't like that because you can't just have a look. Really, you need a bore scope, but you can't
need a bore
check
scope
for play or anything.
But he sent me some photos. Vince did. I wonder whether I can find the photo. Can you see that?
Yeah, that looks pretty bad.
Bit nasty, isn't it?
Yeah,
so something's gone through that.
Definitely.
So,
which doesn't surprise me because I did notice on the head face there was some little very small sort of chip marks where debris or something's been hitting the head.
Oh, really?
Or driven into the head. There were a few, not loads, but the odd one, it's all inside the combustion chamber, so something's come through.
Yeah, when I spoke to the customer, I did say to him whether the breather, I do think, goes back into the air filter housing.
Yeah.
So whether it's had stuff going from the engine through there and then down into the blades.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's got to come, something's coming through there, isn't it? Only other thing with these turbos, mate, I'm not sure about this old setup here. So
looks a bit weird.
You've got like the exhaust manifold cast into the head with one big outlet.
Yeah.
And then you've got all this big jazz.
John hates those heads because they're impossible to clean out all
they are really, because you can't see
carbon deposits up the port.
Yeah, you can't see up the,
I guess you can't port them either, really.
Well,
probably.
I expect you can from the other side, but I don't know what's involved and what the points in it would be. Yeah, a little bit of a nightmare, mate, but there we go. So that'll be done next week at some point.
Yeah.
Should get the cam Tuesday, Wednesday latest, apparently. Porsche's on the stand there, look. Trouble is with these Porsches, you can put them on an engine stand and it looks great. But the only reason really for putting it on engine stand would be to strip out all the cam gear and the cylinder heads and barrels, etc. Once you're left with a crankcase, you remove the studs, you then have to remove it off the engine stand because you can't part the crankcases with the engine stand.
Just like the Subarus. Bit irritating.
Yeah, so what we tend to do is strip everything off either side until you've got the bare crankcase, and then we can take it off, sit it on the bench on one side.
Can you take the barrels off without, because these looks like you can just unbolt the barrels from there, but
you can all unbolt the barrels from there.
Whether it will pull off and leave the pistons sort of dangling or what, I don't know.
I'm not sure on these.
Not sure what the procedure is for these. Oh no, it's their crankcase bolts, aren't they?
Yeah, so you can, you basically take the heads off and that, and then you can remove the barrels separate to the crankcase. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. And they've got these barrels, usually they've got a lead into the block, and it's got a nice big internal lead, so you can sort of slide it over the rings. Fairly easy to build up, really.
Oh, cool.
But you just have to make sure everything's very clean and what have you.
Yeah.
So there we go, mate. We'll be cracking on with the Porsche, but not until we get on with these V6s, mate. Isn't it? So I'm just boring a Pinto, actually, not a Cosworth, but a Pinto. Same sort of thing.
Yeah.
But we're boring that out to 93mm, which will make it 2.1.
Nice.
With a Hepalite piston.
So is that a bit of a tuned motor then? They're going to...
2.1 Pinto was the thing that you used to do, and it bore it out. Basically, that's boring it out just over 2mm. So it'd be like 93mm, whereas the standard bore is 90.825.
Do you know if they're doing like a ported head in that or anything?
I don't know what he's doing with the head. Usually ported head, bit of a tasty cam.
Just a block job, is it, for us?
Just a block job. Check and polish the crank. Build a short motor, basically pistons, rods, cranking.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's it, mate. And then we're going to be getting on with this and the other V6. So I've laid out all the rings and the pistons today. We're using a cast piston on this, if I'm right. They're 94mm, something like that. 93.5mm. 0.5 oversized. And I'm going to be boring that block. Hopefully next week at some point.
Nice.
Clean it all up, innit? Face the blocks.
Yeah.
I want to get to the point where I'll give John the go-ahead on the heads to strip them out and blast them.
Yeah.
But I want to get to the stage in a week or two where we've got all the blocks on here, done, painted, ready to go, mate. We need to get rid of these.
Yeah, we do. I've been hanging around.
Worst thing the customer did really was say there's no rush. Never tell a workshop that there's no rush.
Big mistake.
Unless you actually don't want it to be a rush.
Yeah. What's your plan for the weekend then, mate?
My plan for the weekend, rest in the back. I was due to go out I would have been leaving now to go out on the jet ski.
No go.
Perfect high tide. It's a high tide tonight. High tide's at 6:30, so we'd be out for 5. Be out till 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight. We could have been, but the old back is not good, mate. That was me and you lifting that V6 block last. What was it, Monday?
Well, we've done it a couple of times now, haven't we, in the last few days?
Back. So. Seems to have got progressively worse through the week. Not great. And the Escort Mark 1 doesn't help.
I'm sure it doesn't.
It's not the smoothest of rides.
That's the one thing with your van, you get a nice perfect sit, isn't it? With a straight back.
You get the sofa sort of position with your feet down on the floor, but that thing. So no plans really. I just want to relax this weekend.
Yeah.
3 days of relaxing. Good weather up until Tuesday. What are you doing?
No plans really. Fancy a chilled one, to be honest.
Was it tonight you were going to view your new venture? Or
yes.
Are we not discussing that
we
on this channel?
We can discuss it, but, you know, it's just an opportunity.
What is this opportunity, mate?
A very cheap and broken Renault Clio.
Nice.
But it's
1.2?
Yeah, 1.2. Slow as hell.
What?
But...
good fun, though.
Yeah, loads of fun.
Had many project hitters back in the day. 1200, what's the problem with it?
Gasket's gone. So It's a pretty simple one. I mean, in my position, to be able to just come in here, skim it, get the bits from down the road and back together, away we go. So
it's the game you're in, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's quite a cheap one to buy and to sort out.
And what is the plan? We're going to do it, drive around in it?
It's got a good 6 months MOT on it.
Nice.
So I'll use it for 6 months, and then if it don't go through the next MOT, I'll scrap it. If it does, I'll either carry on using it or sell it. Put
it for sale for sensible money and drive around in it till it sells. Move on to the next venture, mate.
Exactly.
That's the way to do it. Well, mate, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
As you've already guessed, the first half of this video, or the majority of the first half of this video, was done on Friday. Prior to the bank holiday, and we were a little bit tired, mate, weren't we?
Yeah.
Tired in general, tired of work, needed a break. Back from the bank holiday, feeling a lot more fresh and motivated. So this is one of the Cosworth V6s.
Yeah.
This is the one that I bought. Is this the BOA one?
BOB, I think.
BOB, it's got to be one of the two.
Yeah.
And I'm just facing the block, mate. You can't really see me set up underneath. A little bit of a Heath Robinson. If I take this down, look, you'll be able to see. Got it on parallels at the back, jacks at the front, and it's a case of using a height gauge either side.
Lovely.
And I find that the most accurate way of getting it level. Even if you use a jig, what's this, 30 degree I spec the head?
Yeah, well,
if you use a 30 degree jig, you're still going to have to jiggery poker it. It's not going to be...
Yeah, they're never the same.
Never the same.
They're never bang on.
Just giving it a little face, mate, and we're pretty much there, really.
Yeah, looks decent.
So there we go. That's one side done. Do the other side, then all we've got to do is hone it, give it a lick of paint, thorough clean,
ready
then get on with the other V6, isn't it, I suppose? Mate, what I want to do is finish this video.
Yeah.
So the first half of this video, we mentioned the Porsche that we've got on the stand over there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not this particular Porsche, but this subject is actually about a Porsche. And it's about a story I heard the other day, last week, actually.
Oh, right.
Just to make people aware, if you're in the market of buying a vehicle like this, just be aware. I'm not sure even whether I told you about this. Is this the one that Vince told me from Turbo Performance?
Oh, I heard you saying something about it, but I don't know the ins and outs.
So he was telling me Porsche 911. Now I do like a new 911. Never been a massive 911 fan. Sorry to all those 911 fans out there, but never really interested me, to be honest with you.
I know what you mean.
think it's a bit of an acquired taste, really. Appreciate the look of them and appreciate what they are, but not really been for me. But I do like the new one, especially a GT3 RS.
Yeah.
Don't know whether it's the loud colours, mate. You know what I'm like for a loud colour and a big spoiler. But this story is about a 911 Turbo S on a 2018.
Right, yeah. Pretty new
7-year-old, fairly newish. And Vince was telling me that he's just had to buy in a pair of turbos for one that had done, apparently it's done about 28,000 miles. So you wouldn't think that you'd have to start changing turbochargers. And he said that you are looking at north of £6,000 or £7,000 for the pair, plus the VAT.
That's mental.
But this particular vehicle needed turbos, manifolds, and God knows what else.
Yeah.
And guess why, mate?
Don't know. Just knackered or what?
Wasn't due to mechanical failure.
Oh.
It was due to corrosion.
Oh, okay.
So water gets in.
So where do they
everywhere?
Where do they mount the turbos on those? Are they on the top, or are they on the underside, or what?
Be honest, I haven't got a clue.
No.
But wherever they sit is where water can get.
Yeah.
Water sits in there and just completely corrodes it to the point where you need new ones. And apparently, the gentleman that owns this vehicle is looking at a £16,000 bill.
Well, that's just crazy for a
car that's done not even 30,000 miles.
Yeah.
So.
And it's, you know, meant to be some of the best engineered stuff out there.
And I guarantee to look at it looks absolutely fabulous.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's going to be big money. The Turbo S is decent money, isn't it? So really, I would say it goes for, if you're in the market of looking for a car that's rear or mid-engine, especially a modern one where they've got a lot of stuff protecting everything and trays and what have you, so you visibly can't see. We know a friend that's got an R8 who's had some sort of trouble with corrosion and what have you from it being driven in the wet.
Yeah.
Either try and find one that hasn't been driven in the wet, or find one that, or have a good look, get it on a ramp and get a mechanic too. It's worth spending a few quid to get a good mechanic to look around it. So I thought that surprised me, that.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder if it's a driving in the wet issue, or being left out in the rain. You know, like parked on a road or on a driveway rather than in a garage.
I don't know.
I mean, at the end of the day, you still would think.
Well, I don't know where the water,
outside,
whether it's water that comes up from underneath or whether it's water that goes
that drains down and sits somewhere.
I don't know with the Porsches. A bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
But not ideal, mate.
No, it's really not.
Be aware. Interesting story, that. Big money.
Yeah.
Oh, next video, mate. I won't go on about it now. Next video, we have progress on the BMW.
We do.
Very exciting. But until then, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.